Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Samimi. I'm a LinkedIn lead generation specialist, and today I want to talk about some of the struggles that some of my clients, who are all accountants, face in their day-to-day business development world. So, a little bit of context: when you do lead generation, there are many phases to the process. The first phase is obviously generating the leads. And you might do that yourself. You might outsource it to somebody like me, another digital agency owner. But the point is, you have this influx of leads that are coming in. And these leads come in all shapes and colors, right? You might have some people that want to talk to you today, tomorrow, next week. You might have some people that say they're interested, but now is not the right time. And generally speaking, that's okay. That's part of the lead generation process. Can't expect to close everybody today, tomorrow, or next week. And so the question becomes, well, how do you keep on top of everyone, right? These leads are valuable, and it's so easy to let them go to waste. So you've got the lead generation step, which generates all of these leads, and then you've got the post lead generation process. How do you handle the leads? And so today I want to share a quick tip that I implement in my own business and for my clients as well. I use a software called Trello, Trello.com, and I'm going to show you in just a second how that works. But essentially, Trello is a free tool, and it lets you keep on top of every lead if you set it up the right way. It's been a game changer for me. I literally stay on top of 100% of every single person that expresses interest in my service. And you might find it beneficial for you as well in your business. So let me go ahead and hop onto Trello and show you how this works. So we have here, this is the dashboard, the home dashboard, and I'm just gonna, for the sake of this demo, create a brand new dashboard to show everybody how this works. All right, so we just created a brand new dashboard, and the way that I set it up is typically I'll have three columns. I'll have my hot leads, I'll have my warm leads, and I'll have my no thank yous. Now the hot leads, let's say we have a prospect named John Evans, and he's a hot lead because he gave us some form of contact. So let's say he gave us his phone number. He's a hot lead because we have some way of contacting him today, tomorrow, or next week at our own convenience. Let's say we have two warm leads. Let's call them Martha Ken and Olivia I. And these are warm leads because typically they will say, I'm interested, but now is not the right time. And that's cool. And let's say we have three people that say, no, thank you. I'm not interested. John Dow, John Doe, and John Dirk. Now, the really cool thing about Trello is that, let's say you call John today. And John says, well, I'm really happy to meet you. I have this need, but now it's just, I have this need, and I want to follow up next week. Well, you always want to keep the ball in your court. And so to keep the ball in your court, you're going to set a reminder notification right here, change due date. And today's recording date is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. Let's say you speak to John on Monday, May 4th, tomorrow. And John tells you, well, I have a need right now, but I still have to figure out a couple of logistics. I need to hire some people, and let's talk in 2 weeks' time. Okay? So we're going to set a notification on Monday the 18th, which is in 2 days' time. And so, okay, doesn't want to save. All right, let's go for Monday, May 19th. And on May 19th, Trello will either send you an email or a notification will be sent to your phone to follow up with John. So that's cool. Most likely you probably wouldn't need Trello for this because you actually would probably remember. Let's talk about the warm leads. The warm leads are these people that would typically say, I'm interested, but not right now. Again, you want to keep the ball in your court and you want to let them know kindly whether it's okay to follow up with them in a couple months' time. And you don't want to let it go to waste. So you would go here, let's say for Martha, you want to get back in touch with her in 6 weeks. So you got to set a notification for June 17. And for Olivia, let's say she tells you, well, get back in touch with me in 6 months' time. That's cool. So we're going to go here to mid-September, 6 months' time. And in 6 months' time, your Trello is going to notify you to get in touch with Olivia. And in 6 months' time, Olivia might either be ready to speak with you, and she might not. And if she's not, she might say, well, get back in touch with me next month. And you would just basically modify the notification date in a month's time. And for the no thank yous, well, there's not much you can do today. These people are of the type, well, I'm not interested. And that's all right because they're not interested today. But why wouldn't you message them in a year's time, or in 6 months' time, or in 9 months' time? Or why wouldn't you send them some valuable information in the meantime so that they remember you? And so here, you might want to set some notification to get back in touch with them in 9 to 12 months. Doesn't hurt. You're friendly and kind and polite and respectful of their time. So this is just an example of a dashboard that we just made. But let me show you what mine looks like. So this is mine. I've got all my warm leads right here, and I've got about 50 of them. And each of these contacts has their date right here, May 6th, May 5th, May 12th, and so on. And this is how I'm able to stay on top of every lead. I also have many contacts right here that I'm set to follow up with. These people haven't actually responded to me. That doesn't mean they're not interested. It just means that they're either too busy, they might not be interested, but I will follow up with them at the right time, May 4th, May 5th, May 5th, and so on. So this is how I'm able to stay on top of every lead. And when you do lead generation, the name of the game is follow up, follow up, follow up. It is extremely rare for somebody to be ready to purchase your product or service today, tomorrow, or next week. However, being interested or curious to find out more, that doesn't really depend on time, right? You're either curious or you're not. If they're not, that's fine. If they are, let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. And so, majority of my clients, after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I haven't heard back from a prospect. They'll tell me, well, Matthew, I haven't really heard back. I guess the lead didn't convert. And I'll say, what do you mean? They were interested. You just have to keep following up. It takes time to convert someone. So hopefully this was helpful. I know for me it was a game changer when I started implementing my Trello follow-up system process. And if you have any questions about lead generation when it comes to generating them on LinkedIn, we apply foundational engineering principles to generate leads from LinkedIn. Forgot to mention, I have a decade of experience in engineering, studied physics and wireless engineering, specifically 5G mobile communications. I have a PhD from NYU. And I like to apply my background experience in engineering to drive leads off of LinkedIn. With that, I wish you well, and hopefully I hear from you soon. Bye.